Uh-oh. It is so cold outside.
I know, and here, this will work. Lip oil. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You just go to the crate.
That's a dog.
Go.
And there's a dog.
No, crate. Crate. Bless her. Oh, so much better. Now I have a dog who she's older than dirt and she's so sweet. But she will literally pee and not mean to, because she's just so old. She can't help it.
We have one of those too.
And so I'm like, oh no, girl, you got to get in the crate. I don't need to be cleaning up pee everywhere,
I know.
So, you guys, I've had a crazy day. And I thought it was going to go so smooth. It was my first day back to work. For those of you who don't know, I thought I had COVID last week because Monday I had like chills and sweats. And then Tuesday I was fine, but I had a migraine all day. Had a migraine Wednesday, had a migraine Thursday. And I thought, this might be that COVID, that new variant stuff. I went and got tested Thursday. I literally did not get my results until today. Okay, I thought they just weren't going to send me COVID results. You don't get those. And so I just assumed it was COVID, and that's why I was like, y'all are not coming to my house on Tuesday. You know what I mean? For the 600 snacks and mingle. But it wasn't. So hopefully, I went and got retested again today. I don't think it's COVID because I'm totally fine now. But I think it's this weather. And my body is like, what are you doing? Y'all know what I'm saying? The weather is ridiculous. Okay. It was 70 degrees last week. It's 38 now. Who knows what's going on? But I do know Mother Nature, she got to be on drugs. That's all I know. She on drugs. Okay. So I get to see your beautiful faces and hug your necks on Saturday. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Cannot wait for January Jumpstart. If you have never been to an event, hold on, I'm trying to make sure we are good on the Facebook side of this thing. So I guess I need to put on here, comment if you're watching. Okay. Make sure y'all comment, guys. So I'm so excited for January Jumpstart. Y'all just don't know how excited I really am. But it's ecstatic, okay? Because I love events. And here's the thing. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Brianna. Here's the thing about events. Do y'all see Emma's castle? She has her whole Christmas stuff is exploding in my living room still. So if anybody want to come clean my house, I ain't got the COVID. So anyways, sorry, I get distracted. Y'all know squirrel, and I find the squirrel every single time. So anyways, I have really been out of work for 2 weeks, 2.5. And I'm about to pull my hair out, okay? Because y'all, I cannot be a stay-at-home mama, in case you were wondering. It's not for me. So I took the week of Christmas off because Trey came home on the 21st. And then I took the next week off, and I was planning to work at least 2 or 3 days, even though Trey was here, just because I'm a workaholic and it's my favorite thing to do. And I thought I had the COVID. And so then yesterday was Monday, and I was calling my mom. I was like, she was like, why are you so irritated? I was like, I need to work. She just laughed at me. But it's so true. So anyways, I say all of that to say that a Mary Kay event always gets me back on track of what I'm doing, and it makes me so excited and so inspired to go and do everything in Mary Kay. So I hope you guys are that excited because it's going to rock your world this weekend. It really, really is. And I started your fabulous, these are your goodie bags. Aren't they so cute? Oh, just love buying stuff for goodie bags. They're so fun. So when you come in for January Jumpstart, look for the butterfly bags. I don't know if Holly's going to have seats like saved for each of you, like reserved. I don't know how that's going to work. But I will try to like just put everything. If there's no like certain seats or whatever, then I'll just hold on to your bags, and wherever you sit, I'll bring it to you. Sound good? Tammy's on Facebook, and she says not really excited about wearing a dress or a skirt. Tammy, it'll be
I'm
okay,
with
girl.
her.
Lisa Marshall says she's with me. She's with Tammy.
Especially not them shoes.
You do not have to wear them shoes. Y'all, here's the deal. I don't know if you have a beauty coat, like a Mary Kay coat, a black beauty coat, but like I used to wear leggings and a really cute top and then put my beauty coat on. Like you can totally rock that. So if you're not happy with a dress or a skirt or anything like that, I recommend go to MK Connections and order yourself a beauty coat. A beauty coat. So cute and worth the money, and it's a tax write-off. But it looks so professional, and you're totally comfortable underneath. Like it's so cute. But you know, it's one day, y'all. We can all suck it up and just do it. It's just one day. So anyways, I was looking for my training. Blah blah blah. Don't want to read about that. Okay, just keep flipping. How did I know that was going to happen with Ashley? I think she forgot we have a unit meeting. Okay, where'd my phone go? I was reading it earlier, but it's fine. So tonight's training, y'all, I cannot believe I just got this. I went and got swabbed again because I just assumed that they forgot about me. They didn't want to send me no results. So they touched my brain today, y'all. They touched my brain with their little swabber. Y'all are all like, okay, get to the training, Nikki. Sorry. Okay. So, this is from a training back in 2017. Holy moly cow. Can you believe that was like 5 years ago? Like, what? So it's a little bit about everything. Okay. But if you have ever heard Lindsay Stewart talk, if you haven't, get excited because you probably will this weekend. It is so good. Okay, this is such a good training. I came across it earlier today, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Okay, so it's leadership. Okay, leadership. Let's talk about leadership for a second. Would you? You can unmute and say yes. You can comment in the little comment thing. Don't we have a comment thing on Zoom? Yeah, in the chat. Or you can comment on Facebook. But I just want to know, like, do you feel like you have leadership skills? And if you feel like you don't, I want you to comment and tell me why. Anybody? So you can comment in the chat, or you can unmute, comment on Facebook, whatever you want to do. So leadership skills, for most people, it comes naturally. Okay. It's just one of those things that like God just gave you that skill. But here's the deal. If you ever felt like you didn't have leadership skills, understand that leadership skills come when you're starting to work. Okay. Because when you're working your business, you're an inspiration, and all you're doing is showing people how you do things. Lisa said, "Sometimes I do." Lisa, you got leadership skills, girl. Tammy says she feels like she does. So I want to give you the best advice that someone ever gave me. And it is, don't take advice from people that you wouldn't trade places with. And like, bold, highlight, put that, hang it up in your closet if you want to, but do not take advice from people that you would not trade places with. There is going to come a time in your business where you're going to outgrow the people around you. And it's okay. It's actually amazing. Okay. I need you to understand that Mary Kay is full of incredibly gifted women who are godly driven, and they're encouraging and they love other women. But I need you to know that it's okay if you end up being like an eagle, which means like sometimes, most of the time when you're working your Mary Kay business, it's just going to be you. And there's not always going to be other people working with you. Um, but you got to be okay with, I had to learn how to be okay with being in my own groove and working in my own business and not having a constant communication with other people. Do you know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to just be me in my own lane and not worry about what other people were doing, what they were thinking. Because in the Mary Kay world, if you've never been to an event, one thing that I think is wonderful in Mary Kay is the recognition. Recognition is so fun. But if you're competitive and you're not up there at the top, it can be discouraging. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I want you to understand that there's going to be moments where you're not at the top. There's going to be moments where you are at the top, but you feel by yourself. I've experienced both. And being at the top and not having this big, huge circle of friends that are doing the same thing with you, or they feel, no, it's never going to be that way. I wish it would. But sometimes you surpass people and you can either stay with them or you have to leave them. And that's okay, because we all sprout and bloom at different times. Does that make sense? Or are y'all like, what is she talking about? Okay. I want you to know that leadership is politely persistent. Politely persistent. You guys, I have always, my sister and her husband has constantly called me pushy. Probably since I started Mary Kay. And they just do that just to joke around. But the truth is that I am pleasantly persistent. I'm so nice, but I'm gonna keep asking until you tell me no. Y'all get what I'm saying? And it's not gonna hurt my feelings when you tell me no, but I'll leave you alone. But the reason that I'm positively persistent, and here's what I mean. For example, hey girl, you've been on my heart. Have you given Mary Kay a second thought? Let's get together. Let's do coffee. That's pleasantly persistent. Do you get what I'm saying? She never said no to me, but I constantly keep going back. Hey girl, I was thinking about you. Just wanted to see if we could grab coffee. That is persistent. It's sweet. It's persistent. You don't lose anything if she says no. But if she says yes, then it could change her life and yours. You guys, if I wouldn't have kept reaching out to Tracy, Homegirl wouldn't be here, and neither would Lisa Cash. Neither one of them. But I said, girl, we got to get together. You want to do lunch? We met for lunch. She still didn't sign up that day. I had to call her again. And then I texted her, and I was in Texas meeting with my husband. And I said, listen, girl, I'm working on a big goal. If you sign up by the end of the day, I'll give you $30 products. So she finally said yes. But it took a minute. So don't be discouraged if they don't sign up on the spot. I'm just telling you that you've got to consistently be persistent politely. So don't quit on people. And just because they don't say yes that first time, sometimes people need a minute. I'm not a girl who needs a minute. I know what I want right now. I don't need a minute. When I signed up on the spot. I was in my military uniform. My hair was up in a bun. I had no makeup on, y'all. None. Okay. I might have had some lip gloss on, maybe. And I signed my agreement because she told me that I could get a discount and maybe make some extra money. And I was like, shoot, I'm doing that. I was 19 years old, had no idea what the heck I wanted to do with my life, but I was going to give it a try because what you don't try, you never find out whether or not it was for you or not. And so I just jumped in. I'm a girl who just jumps in. I don't got to know all the details. I don't got to know anything really other than what's it going to cost me. But that's it. And I'm very far in between. Understand that. A lot of people need time. Morgan White. Okay, first of all, Morgan White was my customer for 2 years before she said yes to Mary Kay. And then when she finally did say yes, you guys, her first Mary Kay party, she sold over $1,200 at her first Mary Kay party. Her first recruit was her sister, Lindsay, who was our first red jacket in our unit, who then recruited, like 7 people. Do you understand that if I wouldn't have been persistent with Morgan, that because I was persistent with Morgan, it changed 9 people's lives? 9. Because I kept following up with Morgan. Who would have quit after she said no one time? Y'all, we gotta stop quitting. Facebook user says, yep, it was insane. I don't know what that is. So you don't lose anything if she says no. But imagine her life, your life, and the people that she brings with her. Imagine that. So you guys, you got to press on when you get pushed back. It's not the time to stop. It's not the time to slow down. Oh, Morgan's on Facebook. She said it's Morgan. It's crazy. It's not the time to stop. It's not the time to slow down. Understand that you cannot write this down. If you don't have anything on your paper, write this down. You cannot control your way to the top. Y'all, you cannot control your way to the top. Who in here, most women are, but who in here is a control freak? Me. I want to know what's going to happen. Y'all, today, my tire blew out on Highway 9. I was pulling into the drive to go get my hair done, okay? I was pulling into the parking lot, and I'm coming in on a flat, okay? It's like completely flat. And then I was like, first of all, I don't know how to change a tire, okay? I didn't even know that I had a spare in the trunk. I need you to understand. I was going to pay for a tow truck, okay? I was like, well, there goes $100. And my hair salon girl, she said, oh, you're not paying for no tow. We're going to change your tire. I was like, we are, because Nikki don't know how. And my dad, he's at work, and he usually works in Greendale. And my husband's on the other side of the continent. And so I was like, guess I'm paying for a tow. Y'all, I ended up spending only $40 to get like some kind of used tire or whatever because they didn't have regular tires in stock. But it was unexpected. Would I have wanted my day to go that way? No, no, but I learned how to change a tire. Like, we don't get to control things. You know what I'm saying? And we want to. We want to control it. We want it to be perfect. Guess what? Mary Kay is not in a. I know that your starter kit comes in a cute box, but the rest of the Mary Kay stuff is not in a cute box. Okay? It's sometimes scrumbled up paper that just gets tossed and nobody knows what happened to it. And then you found it and then you start working it again. And it's like this up and down journey. And y'all, when I first debuted as a sales director in 2019, I think it was. I don't know. I was not at the top. I was struggling. I was barely doing 4,000 in our unit. Y'all, now I have built my customer base to where at least I pull in personally almost 2,000 wholesale by myself every single month because of the customers that I've built. But it didn't happen overnight. You got to keep going. You can't stop. If you don't have faces on your date book right now for this month, you got to start doing that. You got to make them phone calls, y'all. You got to. If you're not willing to make the phone calls, at least do the text messages. And y'all understand that you're going to have to do three, okay, THREE times the amount of calls that you would normally have to do. If you're going to do text, you have to do 3 times the amount of text to get the average amount of bookings from calls. Does that make sense? Usually, if you make a phone call and send a text, 2 out of 10 people that you call or contact are going to book with you. Understand that that number gets smaller. If you only do 10 text messages, you're probably not going to get any bookings. You're probably going to have to do 30 text messages to 30 different people to get 2 bookings. Make the calls. It sounds so much easier. Get 2 bookings after 10 phone calls rather than only 2 bookings for 30 text messages? Jeez. Y'all, stop making it harder on yourself, okay? Sorry, my notes, it froze. Okay, there we go. So you can't control your way to the top. You guys, the outcome is not up to you. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, but in September, I did 57 sharing appointments and I got 1 recruit. I shared the business opportunity with 57 people. Only 1 person said yes. Do y'all know that my jaw hurt every night when I went to sleep? Because I had talked so much. Okay, but here's the deal. The outcome is not up to me, and I got to let go of that control. And when I did that, I started recruiting again. Because I was so obsessed with finding 57 to finish this goal that Holly had posted for us. But y'all, I was just focused on 57 sharing appointments. I wasn't focused on the girl who was across from me sitting at the coffee shop. That is the problem. It ain't about you. It ain't about a number. It's about her and what she needs. Right? So the outcome isn't up to you, and we can never control what people do. How many times have we gotten a new recruit coming in our unit and then they do a whole bunch of nothing? Y'all, Mary Kay is a volunteered army. A volunteered army. They sign up. They volunteered to come and do Mary Kay. There is no requirements. They don't have to keep coming. They don't have to work Mary Kay. They don't got to order anything. It's a volunteered army. So you can't control what people do. You can't control what any anything that happens other than what you put effort in. You can control what you do. That's it. So, um, your attitude is more important than what you know. Your attitude is more important than what you know. Listen, if I didn't know anything about the Mary Kay opportunity, but you are so excited about it and like on fire about it, your attitude is going to make me want to do it too. Do you understand that? I don't need you to know all of the details. I just need you to be so freaking excited that you're on fire about Mary Kay when you sit down with that girl. Don't scare her, okay? Still be you. Because if you came at me like this, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Okay? She might be on crack. She's on that Mary Kay crack. Don't do that. But I'm just telling you that your attitude, it matters. It matters. If you come in and you're like, have y'all ever walked? I know this is a really bad example, but y'all ever walked into a church that you're visiting and it was like all the women, it's always women. Men don't even pay attention. But women just kind of look at you like, and then they look you up and down like, what you wearing? Y'all ever experienced that? Because I have. And if you never walked into a high school classroom, it's just like that too. So I really, really hope and pray that when you come to January Jumpstart, that you feel welcomed and that you don't ever feel uncomfortable like people are looking at your clothes or whatever, because they're not. Our Mary Kay atmosphere is for real based on attitude and to have a good one and to be positive. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal. But when you walk into a party, or even if you're doing a Zoom call or whatever, I hope that your attitude is positive, encouraging, exciting. I walked into the Pars car wash today, and there were like 3 or 4 women just sitting in there, and they were all quiet and being kind of weird and awkward, because they're like at a place that they're not normally at, and people that they don't know are sitting beside them and stuff like that. And I was just carrying on a conversation. I was like, oh my gosh, I was going through my pocketbook, y'all. Y'all ever gone through your pocketbook? If you haven't, I need you to do that this week because listen, I found a $20 bill in my purse today and I was so excited. Like, and I'm sitting at the Pars car wash beside this woman and I was like, have you gone through your purse today? Like, I just found a 20. She just died laughing. But it was my attitude and my persona that made her feel more comfortable. Right? And it lightened up the room. And so your attitude means a lot. It means a lot. Even if you're not pursuing Mary Kay at that very moment, like it still means a lot. So learn to be happy for others' success. Learn to be happy for others' success. There's going to come a time where you're not at the top. I don't know what the scoreboard's going to look like when we go to January Jumpstart, but I'm going to be dang proud about our December, y'all. December, we knocked it out the park. We knocked it out of the park. It was the best month we've had this seminar year. And there's not going to be one thing that can discourage me this weekend. I'm not going to play in the comparison game, and I hope and ask you not to do that either. Don't go to January Jumpstart comparing that you're not in your red jacket, that you're not at the top in sales or whatever, because y'all, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when you go meet your maker, he's not going to say, were you number 1 in sales? He's not going to say that. He's going to say, that good and faithful servant. I'm so incredibly proud of you. You did everything that I called you to. So no matter what your sales were, no matter what you're at the scoreboard, you guys, guess what? The scoreboard, it starts over every single month, every single year. You got to refresh. So it doesn't matter Learn to be happy for other people's success. But listen, don't just be happy for them, but let it encourage you to do better, to do more. You guys, we were not put on this earth to be mediocre. If you are in my unit, I need you to know, like, God called you to more. And he did not just, like, he didn't want you to eat ramen noodles every freaking week. He doesn't want you to only have $5. God created so much in this world, and he has literally handed you an opportunity to make money, grow as a person, grow as a mom, as a wife, grow spiritually to him on a silver platter, and said, here, if you just go work your business, you're going to get all of this. What? When he gave Mary Kay this dream, I think that he had every single one of us in mind. And when she pursued it with her last dollar, she had $5,000 in her retirement. That was it. And she took every penny to start this business. And when she did that, she took all the faith, every single bit of faith, and she gave it to God and said, this is what you call me to. I'm going to be obedient. And every single one of you are here because of her obedience. Are you going to be obedient in your own personal business? Because God planted a seed. All I did was water it just a little bit. He gave it sunshine. He gave you a dream. He helped you provide inventory. He gave you that source. He's giving you all the tools you need, your leadership skills, your people skills, how to talk to people. He's giving you a customer base in your contacts, in case you didn't know. And all you got to do is open your mouth and ask. So don't wait to be great. Quit focusing on the whole staircase. Gosh, I don't have any recruits. Red Jacket feels like it's all the way over there. Wait a minute. Don't focus on the staircase. Focus on that next step. Stop feeling like you've got to have all the information or like it's got to be this perfect day to be able to do your calls. It's never going to be a perfect day. You will have an unexpected tire blowout. I hope you don't, but you might. You're going to have a potential COVID crisis. Who knows? You guys, take a woman as far as she can. Take a woman as far as she can see. And just maybe she can see further. If I took you to the top of the mountain, the only thing that you can see while going up the mountain is just the mountain, right? You just see this big, huge mountain that you got to go up. But then once you get there, you can see so much further, right? So take it one step at a time. What does your next step on the staircase look like? If it's booking calls, y'all, do the dang calls. If it's follow-up calls, do that. If it's to book people for facials that you just haven't asked yet, do that. Be a find a way, make a way kind of woman. Y'all, I don't care if there's a blizzard outside and I'm stuck in the house. I'm going to find a way, make a way to work my Mary Kay business. Y'all, when the COVID stuff started, y'all, can you believe it's been 3 years? I'm like about to barf. Like, I just feel like it should be over by now, but whatever. I really thought it was going to be a 6-month thing, and then here we are, 3 years later. But almost 3 years ago, the state shut down for COVID, okay? And I was in DIQ working to become a sales director. We needed, y'all ready for this? 8 more women 8. And I found 8 women while sitting at home using social media, using Zoom. I had no idea how to work Facebook for Mary Kay because before COVID, we didn't work on social media. We worked in person. Okay? And I had to find 8 people or we were not gonna be a unit. I was not gonna earn my second Mary Kay card. Like, I was in the last month of qualifications, and if I didn't finish it, just start over to 0. And I did not wanna start over because I worked really hard. And so, the state shut down. We're basically in quarantine, like, I don't know if y'all remember, but this was, like, March of 2019, maybe? I don't remember. It's been so forever. But I was stuck at my house. My husband was driving me insane because he couldn't go to work because the whole plant shut down or whatever he was doing back then. And Emma was only like a year, maybe a year and a half. And so she was still breastfeeding. Okay. So if you don't know, breastfeeding kids are like attached to the hip of the mom. And so that was me. And I literally made Trey clean out the spare bedroom closet, paint it, get me a rug in there, and I had my first prayer closet. But I remember I needed that prayer closet just as much as Jesus needed me in there because I felt out of control. The whole world was shut down. This was back when you thought if you got pulled over, like, they were going to, like, take you to jail for being out of your house. Like, I was so terrified, okay? I remember spending $300 on groceries, and we didn't even eat at the house, like anyways, it was crazy, okay? Um, where was I going for that? I decided that I was gonna find a way. I was gonna make a way, and I didn't care what I had to do. I didn't care if I had to do 30 faces a day on Facebook. I didn't care. I didn't even know how to do a facial over the phone. They didn't have a script for that. They didn't have a Facebook party script. I was just winging it. But sometimes you just got to find a way and make a way. And listen, God, He already has that paved path for you. You just got to find it and get in it. So learn the heritage of Mary Kay and the legacy of her company because I promise you, it stands for a lot. It stands for a lot. I know it's so annoying to wear a dress and a skirt because after COVID, like, we didn't have in-person stuff where you wore stuff like that. So now I'm like so used to wearing leggings and jeans and all that. And pajamas for your parties and stuff because it's online. But it's just one of those things that Mary Kay Ash asked us to do, and her legacy means so much, and you're gonna get to experience all of that this weekend. If something inspires you, write it down and keep it in front of you. Breathe and believe. When I'm not motivated, I'm disciplined. Yo, my word for this month, or excuse me, for this year is discipline. When I'm not motivated, I am disciplined. When I'm not motivated, I'm still going to do it anyway. Motivation will always, always come and go. You're never going to be fully motivated. Have y'all ever seen people who go to the gym? My husband is like obsessed with going to the gym. Okay. Like when he's home for Christmas leave, he still goes to the gym every day. And it kind of gets under my skin a little bit because I'm like, dude, I never see you. Like, why you gotta leave for 2 hours? But whatever. Um, but he's disciplined. He has created a good habit. And so our scripture for our unit this year, let me find it. I was gonna read it to you guys. Albums, pick collage. I posted it the other day, but I wanted to read it to you. Hebrews 12:11. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful later on. However, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. In other words, discipline's gonna suck. It's not gonna be fun. It might even just like be really horrible. Okay? But once you consistently have discipline and you've built in that habit, the harvest comes. God always rewards the hardworking. He always does. He already said that we had a harvest. He said we did. But guess what? He ain't gonna hand it to you, girl. I hate it when people play the lottery. Like, girl, it's not gonna be that easy for you to get millions. There's just no way. And if you do, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to pay tons and tons of taxes on it. So you might just have 200,000. And then that ain't gonna be happy. I'd be mad. Okay? I'm just saying. If I started with like 3 million and then now only got 200,000, like what happened? Okay, anyways. You should not have a plan B. In your Mary Kay business, like this should be plan A. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is what God called me to. I know it is because I prayed a lot before I started. I pray a lot while I'm doing it. God did not ask you to have a plan B. He didn't. Y'all, we have this habit of defaulting to laziness. Have you been defaulting to lazy? And can you stop? You guys, we've got to have commitment. We've got to have dedication. Have the courage to work your business consistently. That's going to build your confidence. When you work your business, y'all, confidence attracts. If you're working your business and you're feeling confident that you know how to do a facial, guess what? When you sit down with her and you do that facial, whether it be over the phone, over Zoom, or whatever, y'all, confidence attracts. She's going to want to do this. Clarity is from tracking. When you are tracking your numbers, you know how many faces you've done, you know how many calls you make, you know how many bookings you've gotten. When you know your numbers, y'all, you are very clear on what you got left and what you're finishing. Get clear. Attract number grows. Always go back to the beast mode sheet. Always. I hope y'all got your your mail for me with your beast mode sheet, a weekly plan sheet, I think, and your goals for this year, creating 2022. You guys, if you have this list, and most of us women do, of all these things that need to get done, you've got to literally, because like if you're like me, when I lay down at night, it's like I start thinking about all the 20 million things that I got to do tomorrow or this week or whatever. And when you're stuck in your house thinking that you got COVID and you can't go anywhere, it's like the list gets longer and longer and longer. I was like freaking out over these goodie bags. I need y'all to know, like, stuck at the house, you can't order amazing goodies unless you go to the store and you're looking around to see what you want. Like, you can't do Instacart for your goodie bags, okay? Like, I was freaking out. So anyways, make your list of stuff, okay? Y'all, here's my list. Just an example. Get the car washed, get the oil changed. What else is on my list? Meet trainer at 10 a.m. in the morning, schedule dental appointment for Emma, schedule myself a dental appointment, make my phone calls. Like, the list goes on and on and on. Do the dishes, start the crock pot tonight for tomorrow's meal, like all this stuff, okay? Right? This is like every woman's list. Help your husband do XYZ, like clean out the garage, unload the car. Like it's a never-ending list of just whatever we have to get done, right? You got to create your list, and then you have to take it and you're going to do 3 things with the list. If that something on your list can be done by somebody else, then you're going to delegate it. Some things like taking out the trash don't have to be done by you. Delegate it. Some things like putting the meal in the crock pot don't have to be done by you. Or if it does, then it can wait until the evening before or whatever. Okay. You're either going to do it yourself, dump it because it really isn't that important. Cleaning out the garage does not have to be done this week, or delegate it. Do it, dump it, or delegate it. So that way, because a lot of times we don't work our Mary Kay business because we have this huge list of things that need to get done, but really you need to do, dump, or delegate. Hold on, guys. Oh, sorry, I had a tickle. So, you guys, for this week, for the rest of this week, I want you to think about 3 things. One thing that you're going to tweak in your business or in your personal life. For me, I need more bookings. Like where I'm at right now, my bookings is not very good. So I'm going to fix that tomorrow. Devotions could be something that you need to tweak. Are you not spending time in your prayer closet or with God because you don't really know where to start? Maybe you need to go pick up a devotion and start there. The other thing that I want you to think about, so one thing you're going to tweak or fix, one thing that you're going to keep doing, okay? I love parties. And y'all, people, no matter what, they're over COVID, okay? COVID's been here for 3 years. They're still willing to do in-person parties, okay? If you haven't done in-person parties, maybe that's something that you want to start doing. I don't know. Okay, so one thing that you're going to keep doing, for me, that's parties. And then the third thing is one thing that you're going to stop doing. What are you going to stop doing? I'm not cleaning the house anymore. I'm calling my cleaning girl and I'm going to pay her $50 and she's going to come and clean my entire house and I'm not going to worry about it. Because I can go do 2 facials, maybe even just 1, and make that money in an hour to pay her. And then if I do it, I spend more than 2 hours. Because then I get into the office and I'm like, oh, this needs to be organized. This needs to be organized. Y'all ever do that? I can't just clean the house in an hour because then I start, oh gosh, this is out of place and this is out of place and this and this and this. And then it becomes a whole week of me cleaning. Do you get what I'm saying? When really it wasn't that serious. Okay. So for me, I'm going to stop freaking trying to clean the house because I have a toddler and she's a tornado. And if y'all seen her room right now, you might scream because I want to scream. Also, I'm going to stop with the negativity. Sometimes I catch myself being negative towards me about where I'm at currently, why I didn't already earn the Cadillac, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So one thing you're going to tweak or fix, one thing you're going to keep doing, and one thing you're going to stop doing. Okay. I want you to really brainstorm those 3 things. In the morning, or just tomorrow, it doesn't have to be first thing in the morning. I want you to get a booking. I don't care if it's I book somebody for a coffee chat or I book somebody for facial. I don't care. Get a booking tomorrow. At least 1 booking. New booking. The second thing I want you to do is your affirmation. Affirmation. I want you to affirm yourself And every place in your business or every place in your life that you don't feel confident or that you second guess yourself, you need to reaffirm that. For example, God, here's what I usually say. Here's my affirmation. God is guiding my business to success. I start my mornings early with Him. I put energy in what I want to get bigger. I control my future. I control my day. So I don't always feel a great person when it comes to quiet time. I know I talk a lot about God. I think that's who God created me to be, and I love my relationship with Jesus, but I'm not perfect, and I don't always start my mornings early with Him. But that's one thing that I want to fix, so it's in my affirmation. Do you understand that? Reaffirm who God created you to be. The end of my affirmation talks about me being a Proverbs 31 woman and a good mom, and how it's good for her to see me work. It's good for her to see me achieve. This little girl is watching my every move, and she will become like me one day. Because I struggle with mom guilt. I struggle. If I feel like for 1 second that I don't have this thing that's on my calendar for today, I will just cave in and let her spend the whole day with me, but then I didn't get any bookings so that I could actually have some work to do this week. Do you get what I'm saying? It's good for my daughter to see me work. It is. I used to feel guilty to go to work and take her to my mom's. But who else is going to show her that a woman can also work and provide? Who's going to teach her work ethic? Her daddy is always gone. She doesn't see him work. It's my job. It's good. It's good for her to see me work. It's good for her to see me achieve. Because when I pick up that pink Cadillac, the sparkle in her eyes. When I went and did a pink Cadillac photo shoot with one of my best friend's car, her sparkle in her little eyes makes me cry every single time. And every single time I drop her off at my mom's so that I can go work, it's worth $1 million. Because this little girl keeps asking me where the pink car is. And I think she deserves to ride around in a pink car. And when she starts elementary school, by golly, I will drop her off in a pink car. I will. So, my question is, the next thing, tomorrow, get a booking, say your affirmation, listen to some training, okay? Y'all, you can call in on the $1 Million Message every day, Monday through Friday, and it's a new training, 10 minutes or less. You can listen to it in your car, whatever. And the last thing is to hook up with your leader. Hook up with me. Message me, hey girl, I did my booking today. I did my affirmation. I listened to some training. I'm telling you this because I need accountability. It's called a bath, a mental bath, a booking, an affirmation, training, and a hookup with your director. BATH. If you have not already completed your Creating 2022, I want to encourage you to do that tonight before you go to bed. And email me a copy. Email me a copy. I really want to plaster these all over my closet, my prayer closet, because I want to pray over you every day. I do. But I don't know what to pray for other than, Lord, I pray for Tracy. Lord, I pray for Lisa. I don't know what your goals are. I have no idea what you're working for. I don't know why you joined Mary Kay. I don't. But if you write it on paper and I plaster it up in there, I'm going to know exactly what I'm praying for you. So I need that. You guys, I love training you guys. This is like the highlight of my week. I love pouring into you. I want you to know that I'm always proud of how far we've come, how far we're going, and I cannot wait to squeeze your necks on Saturday. I am so excited to be with you and to give you all kinds of goodies and lots of hugs. Lots of hugs. If you're terrified of COVID, I'll just give you a. But I got the COVID. I got a negative test. So anyways, I want you guys to either comment or unmute. If you're on Zoom, I want you to unmute and tell me, what are you taking away from today's training?
So I'll go first.
Okay.
I think my main takeaway is just to persevere and to, once I have that goal set, just to stick to it and stay in my own lane, not comparing myself to others.
Good. I love it, Lisa. Love it. Tracy, you want to go next? Uh-oh.
Okay. You know I'm not good with Zoom. It takes me a minute to figure out how to unmute. But yeah, we all bloom and sprout at different times, being politely persistent. You can't control your way to the top. You can only control you and what you do to get there.
Yeah.
So that was some of the things, and your attitude. Because coming in new, there is so much. I just don't know anything. But I feel like I got a good attitude about it.
You do.
So hopefully that'll get me where I'm lacking on some of the training so far.
You are going to learn so much this weekend. So I'm so excited that you're coming. It's going to be good.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Lisa Cash, girl, you want to unmute and tell me? There she is.
Okay, there we go. So, honestly, I did not write anything down, so I'm bad. But I did listen to it all, and just not comparing myself. I don't have to. It's my business, and I don't have to compare. So.
Yeah, and girl, okay, Spade wallet. Like, you can never quit Mary Kay.
I know.
Like,
you're so awesome.
so excited for y'all to get your prizes. Okay, Facebook user says that I'm being lazy and need to get back to work. Well, that's a good takeaway. It's a good takeaway. I love it. You guys, thank you for being on. If you will, please send me your Creating 2022 and focus on your bath tomorrow, your BATH. I love you guys. Mwah. I hope y'all have a fabulous week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.